Now let's review the purpose of appointments. Now it's very important for you guys to understand that appointments, it's our focus. Now every time you engage in a conversation with any client, your goal is to set up an appointment. Now there's different type of appointments that we're going to set up, but once again, it's important for you to understand every call, every customer that picks up the phone, that answers the phone, should be an appointment. There's no such thing as I'll call them in the future or just not interested. There's no such thing. Every client should be an appointment if they answer the phone. If they don't answer the phone, then it's understandable. But if they answer the phone, it's very important to set it up as an appointment. You could either do an actual appointment or a follow-up appointment. I've noticed a lot of clients that you guys spoke to previously, just a day before, and you guys have notes that they want us to follow up, 2, 3 days from today. But it's not an appointment. You guys just put notes as a reminder, but once again, we need to categorize each call as an appointment, unless they truly don't give us any chance and they hang up the call and we have no option to set up not even a follow-up. But a follow-up is also an option for us not to call the customers every single day, especially if they answer. If they already answered and they told us to call them in 2, 3 days or by the end of the month, then you need to call them by the end of the month or in 2 to 3 days. Don't call them the following day, because remember, we're going to keep uploading the list. We're not checking and then calling. We're calling and then checking. So it's very important to categorize every call that's required to be an appointment, to set it up as an appointment. So each appointment is an opportunity to offer information and service. So keep that in mind. It's not just having appointments for them to come to the office because it's our job. No, it's because we want to offer service, because we want to give them information, because we're great believers that if we provide an extensive amount of service, they're going to be happy and they're going to stay with us. The more appointments, the more customers. So keep that in mind. The more calls you make, the more customers that you're going to talk to, and the more appointments that you're going to set up. And at the end of the day, that is our goal. There's different type of appointments. So one of them is pending payments, like Infinity or the rest of the companies. Renewals, we work on renewals for Infinity and Alliance. Endorsements to add the 10,000 or the uninsured motorists. Endorsements to add vehicles or drivers, just in case you're calling them regarding a payment or a renewal, and they tell you that they want to add a car, they want to add a driver. So you will set up an appointment for an endorsement to add a car, add a driver. So it could be a combination of 2, 3 different type of appointments. It could be a renewal plus an endorsement appointment. So make sure you guys put those on the notes. Make sure we're categorizing each appointment correctly, so when they walk into the office, at least they know the reason why they're at the office. And then the last one, a customer service complaint. Someone that has a lot of questions, a lot of concerns, or someone that we're not able to provide them with the right information. So never tell the customer you don't know. Never tell the customer, call the company. Never send them to the company, matter of fact. But let them know that we're going to find someone, okay, a supervisor, to look into their situation and to help them. Or we're going to transfer them to the right department, but not to worry. But once again, you have to set them up as appointments. Now, service equals information. Service equals information. So when you're providing service, you're providing a lot of information. The more information, the better service. Now, a lot of clients may not have a lot of knowledge. So the more information that you offer, the better opportunities for clients to be satisfied. The appointments, the more appointments you set up, the more traffic. Okay, so the more appointments you set up, the more traffic. So what do I mean by that? If we set up a lot of appointments, we're going to have more customers in the office, and it allows us to offer more service, to offer more information, to maybe sell them more coverages, or to collect more referrals. So once again, the more appointments, the more traffic in the office. Family insurance is calling every single client to offer the information. Okay, so that is the purpose of us calling, to help them with information and to set up appointments. Keep in mind, some of these phrases are very, very repetitive on almost every single topic. Almost every single topic that we're reviewing, I have some phrases that are very repetitive. Now, the reason why, because I want you guys to memorize these phrases, because I use these phrases on every single call. I use the same phrases, the same information, the same approach on every single call. So it's very important for you guys to learn these phrases, these ideas, these concepts, these approaches, okay? Most agencies do not offer information. We offer more information than the rest. So once again, is this repetitive, okay? I talk about this on almost every single topic. You know, the purpose of an account manager, selling the department, okay, service. You know, you have to let them know, look, there's a lot of agencies out there that all they want to do is just sell you another policy. All they want to do is just, you know, collect their payment. We're calling to remind you of your payment, but we want to offer you information because we feel that you deserve all the information. So once again, compare what we're trying to accomplish, the goal, the vision, the mission, okay, our service with the rest of the agencies. And I could guarantee you that there's not a lot of agencies out there that are actually selling service, that are actually following up with clients the same way that we are. And if there is, then good for them. Okay, very good for them as well, because there's a lot of good companies out there, a lot of good agencies, but there's a lot of agencies that only focus on new policies. So the idea that you have to understand that your goal is to set up 10 appointments every single day. Once again, I've talked about this. You have to walk in with the mentality that you're going to set up minimum of 10 appointments every single day, and you need to work towards that. See, the problem is we go with the day of the flow, with the flow of the day. We go along, we wait, and we see what happens. Okay, so you guys walk in sometimes, and you go through your morning routine, and you start working on calls because that is your job. Okay, well, that's not the mentality that I'm looking for. I'm looking for goal-oriented. I'm looking for motivated, okay, aggressive, okay, producers where we're focusing on getting those 10 appointments. When was the last time that you told yourself, look, I didn't reach my 10 appointments, or I was close to reaching my 10 appointments, or I was extremely behind? We don't do that all the time. So that's what I call self-evaluation, and it's very important for us to self-evaluate our performance every single day, because it's going to give you an idea of how good or bad you're doing. Now, once again, if you walk in with the mentality of producing 10 appointments a day and you focus on that, I could promise you, you're going to reach those 10 appointments. So our goal within the retention department is to offer information either through the phone or through the office. So you got to let customers know. We're going to give them as much information over the phone. Of course, you guys are going to give them as much information as possible, but the office is also going to be responsible in finalizing the information that we're providing. So meaning that someone is going to sit down and explain everything to them a lot more, because face-to-face may be easier for them. So once again, appointments, 10 appointments every single day. Our goal is to set up every call, every customer that answers as an appointment, either a follow-up for a future follow-up, meaning maybe we are going to follow up with them at the end of the month to see when they're available to come in, or an actual over-the-phone appointment. I don't have that on my notes, but we could add it, over-the-phone appointment, okay? Over the phone. So someone that is not able to come to the office, but they have access to an email, or just simply they're available over the phone, we could always set up an over-the-phone appointment. Depending on the situation, we'll have one of the sales agents follow up with them and give them a little bit of information over the phone. But once again, it's very important to set up an appointment for almost every single client that answers.